Hello, and thank you for tuning into Fortune Forecast channel. I am Daisy, and if you're new or a Fortune Forecast subscriber, welcome and welcome back. You're tuning to my daily tarot reading playlist where I dive into a general look for the day in the area of money, relationship, career, and well-being. Some of this may resonate with you and some of it may not, because this is a general reading. So if you do find something that resonates with you and you'd like to get more information, I have provided my link below so you can schedule an extended personal session. So for now, I invite you to give yourself a few minutes, relax with me as I interpret today's message. Let's get started. I'd like to hear about how your day's been going, and if any of these have been resonating with you, let me know. Share that with me. And today I am using this deck. It's called the Sun and Moon, or what's it called? Yes, it's called the Sun and Moon Tarot deck by Vanessa. I'll put the information on the comments, on my message here. So let's get started. Okay, money jumped out. Bunny jumped out already, and it jumped right where it needed to be with the Emperor. And what do we see here? We see definitely a good day. It is a day where we can call the shots. We feel confident with our purchases. We feel confident with contracts. We feel confident at the stock market and in the trades. Very strong positions, a lot of good movement. I could tell you that definitely towards that noon time, if you're playing in the stocks, it's time to kind of call it right there and take care of your business by then. I do not see any afternoon trades here, but definitely a lot of good activity in the morning hours, so well into 12:30ish or so. So the other thing in general, feeling really good about where we are with our moving forward today, at least, definitely. And I also am getting some messages about if there was some legal issues with money, feeling good that things are moving in a good direction with those decisions that you're putting together, with the contracts also. So very strong. If you're the one that's initiating those contract deals, very good yield on your return. So definitely good money moves. Whether you're making the big purchases, on the bigger purchases, there's going to be good investment for you, whether it's in real estate, property, or investment deals that require contracts. Really good. Let's look at relationship today. Let's look at relationship. Okay. We didn't have any jumpers. That was good. Okay. Well, we have some swords here. So there's some type of situation going on here. And hopefully it's not no head games. Something's a little bit off. And remember, when we're talking about relationship, it's not just the relationship that's the intimate. It could be any one of these relationships, whether it's in the family, in the business, in the community. There's a little bit of what I see out of harmony. I could also picking up something about if this is in a group setting, whether it's philanthropy business or something is not clicking as way it should. So it's like different mindsets, and it's really hard to kind of really find that common ground. You know that saying where it says, well, at least can we agree to disagree? It's okay. Let's be okay that we don't always agree. So definitely I see a little bit of that turbulence, and I see some of the air signs are really the ones that are going to be having this issue today. The Libras, the Aquarius and Geminis, definitely some of that little mind playing happening. So be careful with one of the things that could really affect a relationship is gossip. And I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I've learned in life that, you know, being the one that's spreading the rumors, it's stoking the fire that shouldn't be stoked. And to be taking the higher ground when somebody wants to bring you some juicy gossipy information, it's like, you know, being the bigger person to say, as much as I'd like to hear what's going on, you know, that person isn't here in their defense, and you know, moving the conversation in a way that could be healthier. So a lot of things are going on here, you know, and really not fair for the person that's at the end of this sword, but hopefully it's not you in that sense. So try and bring some kindness and compassion to the relationship. Be the change you want to see in the world. So there is a lot, and you're going to be in the middle of that somewhere, somehow. You're going to be in that game, and where there's going to be some harsh words said, some arguments. I pray that this could be the day where you can be the one that brings the harmony to the situation now that you know what's going on. Okay, career. Let's bring this into career and see what is going on. And I'm getting another thing that if you're the one at the end of the sword, don't take it personal. Just know that there is something greater protecting you, okay? But sometimes it's really sad when you're one and many are coming at you. I've been at the end of that, so I understand. And it doesn't feel good. But you know what? He who laughs last laughs longest and laughs the best, because I'm still laughing. Anyway, if you want to know more about me and my life, I actually blog it. It's on the content there. I'm a blogger. My name is on there. I've had a whole page about my life. I think I've been blogging for over 20 years. Anyway, it's silly stuff, but get to know me a little bit better. So here we go. The next one is going to be in the area of career. The area of career. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, judgment. Okay, and what we're seeing here is the judgment upside down. So there's going to be a little bit, I hate to say this, it's like, it's not going to be a good day at work. But you know what? We can change that with our mindset. This doesn't have to be necessarily so. It's like if I tell you, hey, there's a pothole ahead. Well, didn't change the fact that the pothole isn't there. I'm just letting you know, okay? So that's the plus side to this. So one of the things that's coming to me in the area of career is be very careful of things that you may be put into a predicament by a coworker, and that later it will come to bite you in the butt. Also, if you're in sales, I'm getting something about people that are in sales. You got to own what you're selling. Don't try to push the sale and forget the customer. Make sure that you are putting the customer in that equation and that they're going to be happy with what you're selling. So I'm getting that area in sales, and be very honest, be truthful. Don't try to sell something to make the big buck. It will hurt you in the end. A customer, you can have a customer for life because they can bring so many more people because they love you, they love what you're selling, they're happy with the product, they're happy with the service. So, you know, don't shortchange yourself for quick money in your pocket and lose your reputation over that. And when it comes to the career thing, if you don't allow your coworkers to put you into something that later you're going to regret. Well-being. Okay, fire it up. Okay, so this is the fire upside down. What I'm getting at is sluggish, low energy, lack of motivation, So the well-being is coming, maybe feeling depressed. Something's got you down, and it's got you all the way down. And so definitely some of you may be needing to not only physically, but also your auric and your energy field. If you see an acupuncturist, it may be a good thing to do that and go see your specialist. But one of the major things that's coming to me is the issue with your root chakra. You need some balancing of things. So, you know, you might want to address that and find out why your energy is so low. Why is your energy so low? And especially you Leos, Sagittarians, and Aries, you fire signs, you need that, you know, boost, and make sure that you're not blocked. But for the most part, this is kind of a general thing. So focus on what is affecting your energy and why you can't, something has to do with your ability to, it's just low energy. So work on that. Look at maybe some of the food you're eating is making you a little bit stopped up. So look into more fiber into your diet, and just, you know, get your vigor back up, and just your flow again, okay? Your blood flow. I'm feeling that also, that energy, the blood cells, which to me represents the iron and all that good stuff that you need. So this is definitely a very physical reading about your state of being, and connected with your drive in life. So there you have it. That's coming through on that. I'm getting a call here to do one more shuffle for the money. So it's coming to me. So let's come back here. And I'm seeing here all these cards here are reversed. So there's a lot going on, and that's affecting how you're moving through this day. And so funny thing that with the money, it's on up. It's like, you know how they talk about being balanced? This is definitely out of balance. So you know, you're doing good over here, but what good is it when all this is out of whack? And communication with your relationship, manipulations, and your career, somebody wants to kind of put you in a bad position, and then of course you're feeling bad. I get that. So let's pop that right there. Okay, coins. So I'm getting the idea that this coin's coming down, but this is good because I feel like the same rays, the sunshine, it looks like the sunshine, even though it's upside down. So remember, get your earnings. If you're trading, do it in the morning. But let's see what it says here. Money's coming in, wealth, good investment, and then career. It said sales. Remember I said if something was coming up in sales, so the cards are talking to each other, but remember it came upside down. So be careful with that, you know, with the thing in sales, and with the money. Take your earnings while you can. It's going to be there to be taken, so that's a good thing. It won't be there for long. Okay, let's do the universal collective spread for all of us, and let's see what is Spirit is speaking for all of us, and what is the universal message, because we are a collective. We are collective. We have our independent little moments, and then there is something that brings us together. We all breathe that oxygen, don't we? Okay, health. Okay, so in general, there we go. The health is upside down, and it's confirming that. So in general, it's asking all of us to focus on our health. Today, 24 hours, can we do that? I mean, even when you think about it, the sleeping counts. So get yourself to bed a little bit earlier. You know, give yourself a nice, you know, one of these salt baths, you know, with like Epsom salt, or these baths that they use with salt, which is good for the body. Drink, you know, fluids. What's the other one? Eat nutritious food that revitalize your blood cells, and move your body. You know, health has come up, and we need to take care of it. So apparently many of us are not paying attention to that, so it's an important area to do. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel and come back tomorrow and see what will be revealed for all of us. Blessings to you. Thank you.